خل القرآن يسدده خلق القرآن ويرشده يسعى في العلم ويؤثره ويثابر فيه ويسنده أولى حق لا يغفله حق المولى فيوحده ينقاد لشرعة خالقه ليس الشهوات تقيده إن سمع أو رأى كثر أضحى لله تعبده لا يتبع مهيع مبتدع يقف الهادي ويقلده والقلب سليم من مرض يحوي القرآن يمجده يتلو ما يتلو من ذكر يتدبره ويردده.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Baba Salam and welcome to a new episode from Juz Amma Practical Tajwid series brought to you by TVQ.Academy. Today, inshallah, we are going to tackle a new surah from Juz Amma, and our surah for today is Surah Al-Mā'ūn. And as usual, there are three components unless we have, let's say we have Q&A or featured recitation. Until then, we have three components, and sometimes it may be four components if we are going to tackle two related tajweed topics. Today we will be reading the surah and then highlight on commonly made mistakes when reading the surah Al-Mā'ūn, and then we will be tackling a related practical tajweed topic, which is Al-Arid al-Sukun. And get ready and get your kids also ready, and I will be giving you time, inshallah, to read after me as we do the first and second attempt of reading the surah.
والقلب سليم من مرض يحوي القرآن يمجده يتلو ما يتلو من ذكر يتدبره ويردده.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. Alright, this is another attempt of reading the surah again. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون
وإذا الخيرات له سنحت قنص الخيرات تصيده يتواضع لله الأعلى في كل مآل يحمده.
Alright, moving on, let's take a look at the commonly made mistakes when reading Surah Al-Mā'ūn. And as usual, A'udhu Billah and Bismillah are already discussed in the second episode, which is episode of Surah Al-Fatiha. One can just check it, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي in Surah Al-Nasr إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح, we explain something similar to this, and I hope we can apply it wherever we come across it in the Quran. أرأيت ورأيت. Alright, so we have ra, a heavy letter that falls between two light letters. If we are not careful, we say ara'ayta, we say ara'ayta. Most importantly, we need to differentiate between, give each one of them its rightful characteristics and articulate it from its rightful point of articulation. That's all it needs. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. أرأيت. Don't say أرأيت. الذي يكذب. Do not say الذي يكذب. الذي. So this and this are all the same. الذي يكذب بالدين. We don't say الذي يكذب. It doesn't matter who says it, but it matters how it is said. الذي يكذب بالدين. In Surah Al-Fatiha, I did mention something like this. مالك يوم الدين. Dal, please do not pronounce it as ta. Don't say مالك يوم. Do not say يكذب بالدين. No, we will read التين when we come to Surah Al-Tin. والتين والزيتون. But for now, let us remain with بالدين. يكذب بالدين. فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. يدع اليتيم. The ayn here is an emphasized one, so we need to make sure that it comes from the rightful point of articulation. يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على. This dot over here, we explain it in Surah Al-Fatiha. We said it is, if you want to articulate it, you need to engage the edges of your tongue with the molar tooth at the back there, either from the right side or the left side or both sides combined, it doesn't matter. All right, so ولا يحض على طعام المسكين. Next, when you stop on the noon here, please make sure you do not stop on meme. Don't say al-miskin. That way you are adding meme to it. One may close his mouth, but after you have rested from the last word you pronounce. ولا يحض على طعام المسكين. Thereafter you can close your mouth if you want to. فويل للمصلين فويل للمصلين فويل للمصلين. Do not say فويل للمصلين or فويل المصلين, right? الذين هم عن صلاتهم. You have over here nun sakina, you have over here sad. Some of the time, in fact most of the time, we say الذين هم عن, we say الذين هم عن صلاتهم عن صلاتهم. This nun, wherever in other words, whenever you have a heavy letter which is preceded with ghunna, then the ghunna needs you need to apply the same sound of the same characteristic of isti'la, which is tafkhim, to the ghunna. So the ghunna will take some of the characteristics of the heavy letter here whenever there is ghunna involved. عن صلاتهم عن صلاتهم عن صلاتهم. Alright, الذين هم عن صلاتهم. Don't say عن صلاتهم. ساهون. Alright, this is supposed to have come much earlier. I think we have explained it. Sahun. Over here, we should make sure that we do not undermine the weakness of the ha, because if you don't pronounce it properly, it will sound like woo. Sahun, sahun. We say sahun, sahun. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. الذين هم you. We have mim sakina followed by ya. We need to make sure that the mim is pronounced, the connection between the mim and the ya is smooth. All right, so we don't merge it. It's one thing, but we also do not give it less attention. الذين هم يراءون. الذين هم يراءون. We did explain this in somewhere in Surah, I think in Surah Al-Masad or in Surah Al-Kafirun. Yes, ta'budun. And then we said if you want to pronounce wow with mad that comes after dhamma, you need to push your lips forward like this. So you need to push your lips forward in order to be able to pronounce it, and someone looking at you should be able to see something like this. Yura'un, un. And this is how you read it as far as the Quran is concerned. And with practice, all this becomes norm and easy flowing, inshallah ta'ala. الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ. And then we have وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. الْمَاعُونَ. Make sure the alif lam is clearly indicated. وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. Alright, with that we have come to the end of Surah Al-Mā'ūn, and let's move on to the related tajweed topic, which is al-mad al-Ārid li al-Sukun.
أجمل بوفاء شيده وعفاف قل مشيده لا يخطو نحو مذممة شلت عن إجرام يده.
Alright, moving on, let's take a look at our next component, which is al-mad al-Ārid li al-Sukun. And in fact, al-mad al-Ārid li al-Sukun, we have covered it before in Surah Al-Kafirun 2 episodes ago. You can check it up here if you are following us on YouTube, or you can check it in the description box below if you are following us on Facebook. And al-mad al-Ārid li al-Sukun, basically, as one of the 9 or 10 types or categories of mad, is the mad that comes when we stop on a word that ends with any of the letters of mad. Alright, now what are the letters of mad? There are 3 letters of mad. Alif, that comes after fatha, so we say amana. Islam, the la is mad. Alif, that comes after fatha. And we have ya, that comes after kasra, any kasra, as long as the ya comes after it. Iman. Alright, ad-deen, mad. And wow, that comes after dhamma. Utu. When we stop on anything, especially an active letter, we cannot apply activeness on the letter as far as Arabic language and reading the Quran is concerned. So what do? We apply silence, we apply sukun to the letter we stop on regardless. So sometimes the sukun can be an original one. Originally it is sukun, and most of the time the letters are not original. So that letter you stop on, if before it there is a mad, then it becomes mad arid li as-sukun most of the time. And when you have mad arid li sukun, you have actually 3 options to apply. You can apply 2 points of haraka on the mad al-arid li sukun. You can apply 4 haraka. You can also apply 6 haraka on the mad. An example will be قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. Over here, you can stop with 2 points. You can stop with 4 points. You can stop with 6 points. So you can say قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. With this, we let's go back and take a look at the surah itself, and then أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ. So here you have the option of applying biddin, whichever you are comfortable with. Which is preferred? The 6, the longer, is more preferable, but you have the option of applying the longer or the middle or the short one. Only that take note that when you apply mad arid al-sukun, whichever option you start with, including Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you have to consistently apply the same all the way till the end of the surah or till the end of your reading. All right. So basically, this is mad al-arid li-sukun. فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمَ وَلَا يَحُضُّ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Shorter ones. Middle ones. بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يَدُعُّ الْيَتِيمَ. And there we go. Just make sure that you don't mix between short here, middle here, long here as you read. Consistency is very important. All right. So with that, we have come to the end of our related tajweed topic with regards to Surah Al-Mā'ūn, and this is a reinforcement reading for the surah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. With that, we have come to the end of this episode of the Juz Amma Practical Tajweed series brought to you by TVQ.Academy. Do send in your questions if you have any relevant questions, and also if you want your recitation to be evaluated and giving feedback to you, please do send in your readings via WhatsApp through the number provided in the description box below, inshallah. Until then, I leave you in Allah's protection. Wassalamu alaikum ورحمة الله.
هذا الوهاب سيكرمه وبرحمته يتغمده، ويذيع الله له ذكرا وإلى الآباد يخلده. هذا مني وأنا منه، وفضائله ستسوده. طابت في الدنيا عيشته، وعوالي الجنة موعده. طابت في الدنيا عيشته، وعوالي الجنة موعده.